Welcome to the Lantern Garden. A hypnotic story to ease you into comfort. Settle in to a comfortable position. You may be laying or sitting, and as you do, you may begin to notice the simple rhythm of your breath. In and out. There is nothing you need to force. There is no right or wrong way to relax. There just is. As your body already knows how to relax in its own way. Some people notice the shoulders softening. Others become aware of the muscles around the eyes unwinding, while your forehead and jaw muscles loosen, while you remember a time you have relaxed before. A lovely time, a peaceful memory, sweeping a smile across your face, loosening your tongue in your mouth. Aware of the temperature of the air in front, above, beneath, behind, losing yourself in contrast. And simply enjoy the way the breath continues all by itself. And as you notice these small changes, you may begin to wonder what other comfortable changes could happen next. Perhaps you notice your breath has already slowed, or perhaps you notice the body sinking just a little more into the chair, or the comforting support that you have beneath you. And even if you haven't noticed those things yet, your mind may become curious about when they will begin. As my voice goes with you deeper down, you noticing the gaps between my words. Because sometimes relaxation arrives in its own quiet timing, and sometimes it appears the moment you stop looking for it, in the most unexpected places. You may begin to notice a kind of relaxation that is deeper than you expected. And while your thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky, toing and froing in a comforting rhythm and movement, you know you can open your eyes with all of your resources and capabilities in case of an emergency. But for now, you can discover the curious sensations and contrasts between the distant world and the thoughts passing like clouds inside your mind. Those thoughts that were toing and froing continue to do so. And while you continue resting here, you know minds are very good at wandering, especially when they are given a peaceful place to go to. So perhaps you can imagine or simply allow the idea to form of a path, a narrow earthen path winding through tall grasses, warm, welcoming trees, and wild flowers glowing in the evening light. And as you begin walking along this path, you may notice your breath matching the rhythm of your steps. Slow, easy, unhurried, easy, slow. And as that happens, you may find yourself relaxing even more. Because the air here feels different, cooler, fresh with the scent of rain on stone, an earthy richness, and the green breath of leaves. Some people will notice the sound of distant crickets. Others become curious about how the light changes as the path bends through the landscape. And you may discover your own details emerging naturally. Because the imagination has a beautiful way of filling in what it needs. So, while these wanderings come and go and settle and flow inside your mind, you see ahead of you now a small wooden gate, its surface soft with moss, The wood worn smooth by time and quiet wisdom. The colour of deep forest shadows. And as you rest your hand on the latch, you may notice a very old kind of curiosity awakening, the kind that once asked questions just for the joy of discovering. And you can open the gate whenever you feel ready. Because your unconscious mind already knows what is ready to explore. Explore to ready. Is it what? And as these words tumble through the trance in your unconscious, you see beyond the gate, a garden, wild, alive, full of magic, creativity, potential creativity. Lanterns hang from branches above like small golden moons. They sway gently in the deep night air. And as you walk beneath them, you may notice something unusual. These lanterns do not hold flames. They hold memories of awe and wonder. And if you look ever so closely into one of those lanterns, you may notice a small story unfolding inside it, like the most delicate pieces of origami. A story about someone who once forgot how natural curiosity was until they walked through a garden very much like this one. And as you watch that story glowing in the lantern light, you may notice something interesting. Sometimes when we observe a story, part of us quietly remembers that it has always been our story too. And as that story continues in the lantern light, you may notice your mind becoming even quieter. And as you walk through the garden, the part of you that loves discovery, loves journeys, may begin to awaken again, because curiosity never disappears. It simply rests, waiting for moments like this, waiting for the mind to become spacious enough, calm enough, open enough to notice it again. And as that realization settles, you may find that same light beginning to glow within you, one spark at a time. And while you noticing this thought, this potential glowing inside of you, you also notice in the centre of the garden stands a great tree, old, wise, its roots holding the memory of many seasons, and at its base a small round door. When you step inside, you find a room of warm wood and star-like lights above you. This place feels safe, protected, because time moves differently here, almost like a fractal or a glorious kaleidoscope. And you may notice a trance chair settled in the centre, calling you forth, because all magical kingdoms and realms hold a throne, and this one was made just for you. And while you rest in that trance chair, taking in all of the wonder and imaginings, noticing those sparks of new beginnings and wonderings whirling into flames of imagination and potential. The room allows you to open your mind gently, like a rose opening its petals upon the first light of dawn, one at a time. While you may become aware of your breath again, slow, easy, steady, calibrating one breath at a time as your unconscious mind quietly absorbs everything it has rediscovered. And after a little while, you may begin to notice a natural readiness to return. So you walk back through the garden, the lanterns glowing softly above you. And as you step through the gate, you realise something simple. The garden never closes. The light never leaves you. And somewhere in the coming days, you may find yourself noticing small moments of wonder appearing in ordinary places. Perhaps in the way light falls across a wall, or the sound of wind moving through the trees, maybe even the simple pleasure of discovering a new thought where you did not expect one. And when those moments appear, you may remember the garden is never far away. And while that thought and realization permeates further into your unconscious and knowingness, you remember that if you are listening during the day, that you may awaken, you may return to full wakefulness now. And if you are listening at night, you can allow yourself to easily, gently drift into sleep.